Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. Welcome to spring, and thanks for starting it with us on Explore Tulsa.
And spring is good to us on Explore Tulsa because we just hit over 1 million views on YouTube.
That is so awesome, and it means that people all over the world are learning about Tulsa and everyone we have on the show.
Plus, we make it easy for you to be on the show, too. Just send us an email with your contact and story ID info to stevie@exploretulsa.com.
Is that how you found out about Jim Ingram and the really neat story of how he started the Little Links Golf Club?
No, I just really love taking the kids out and hitting golf balls around.
I was 14 years old and they were going to amputate my right leg. And so I'd injured it in a lot of sports in junior high school. And so I was in the surgeon's office begging him not to take my leg off. And he told me I had to quit all sports, all football, basketball, running track, everything. I was into all sports. So I was bawling and I said, what am I gonna do? All I want to do is play sports. He said, play golf. About a month later, I got a postcard from Tulsa Country Club and they were gonna start a junior golf camp. The result of that is 2 years later, I won the state high school championship. And that summer, my younger brother, 2 years younger, was the youngest. He beat me in the finals of the state junior championship, and he was 14 years old. I think probably the two of us taught each other. There was no really junior tournaments at that time, and I started one when I was 17 at Tulsa Country Club, and it turned out to be a 3-state invitational tournament. It was just almost impossible for a kid to play golf. They would let us play. Now, I was a state champion and my brother was a state champion. We couldn't play golf on the golf course till after 3 o'clock. And on Saturdays, we couldn't play almost at all. And so that's kind of the way it started. So I came down here, bought this land, and we put a sign out front. It was said, adults not allowed unless accompanied by junior. And we physically built the golf course ourselves. We provided the labor, we cut the ditches with the irrigation in, laid the sod, did everything except run the bulldozer. But it took us almost 5 years to build it, but during that time we were teaching juniors. Then we opened it up to adults because a lot of people wanted to start playing it. And that's how we got started. And then when Tiger Woods came along in '97, 4 or 5 years later, everybody started realizing that you could learn this game at 2 years old. People brought their kids here from all the country clubs, and we taught them to play. I actually called up a manufacturer and told him to make me a junior grip. I asked him if he'd make them, and he said he didn't know how to, what size he needed. And there was no junior gloves made. And so I laid 6 kids' hands, which I've still got them in my file. But I took 6 kids, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, every year, every age, and drew their hand on a piece of paper and stapled them together by size or by age and sent them to him. And he made the very first junior gloves. So we made the first junior clubs. And I put a little small training grip on it so they can put their hands right in the slot. Nobody had that. That's the hardest thing to teach them. Well, it takes us about 15 seconds to put their hands on a glove. Otherwise, it'll take you about 20 years. We do a spring break camp, which is going on right now. We do every week of the year, we do an after school camp, which I do lessons on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, some private lessons on certain days, but we literally teach every evening after school. They're open to all juniors between 5 years old and 17. So we start them putting, and then we start them chipping, and then we start them hitting the irons, and then we do the driver. I tell them, once they understand it, I say, do you understand it? They go, yeah, my line is, well, it takes 1 million balls. First guy to 1 million is gonna win. It's been my dream, that's why I started it. I never realized it'd be this successful, but I started with, we've had maybe over 10,000 kids that we're running through our camps. Well, I've had 23 state champions, and they rated us #1 in the country. And so that gives me a lot of success. There's 10,000 other kids that haven't won the state championship, but they at least know how to play golf. But I'd have never played if it hadn't been for the blessing that they were going to amputate my leg.